It's been a year in the making, but it is time. A rematch for the Stanley Cup against the St. Louis Blues. We beat them last year, and now if we want to retain as champions, we have to do it again. It has been a pretty damn ridiculous postseason. As far as our lineups for this first game, I'm going to go with the lines that I feel like give us the best chance to do some early damage. It'll be Matthew Tkachuk, Isaac Lutzer, and Puljujärvi. The second line will be Dahlman, Stenlund, Laine, Schwartz, Duchesne, Velarde, Paquin Boudreau, Hall, and Tarasov. Unfortunately, Paquin Boudreau hasn't done anything since that first amazing game. Defensively, of course, Carlson and Jones remain on the same pairing. Jarrett is back with Savard, and the goalie is Ty Edmonds, who has a .940 save percentage in 17 games. Eerily reminiscent to what happened with us in Vancouver when Thatcher Demko just couldn't get it done anymore. Of course, in this instance, it's injury that has led to Ty Edmonds being the man for us. Korpisalo will not be here. He will not play a single game. Vitaly Abramov will more than likely be back if this game goes to 5 or more, if this series goes to 5 or more. But like I said, to wrap up the last episode, it was bittersweet because I was so pissed about the Korpisalo injury. But at the end of it, we still beat Toronto, and that's amazing. But now St. Louis has a chance for their own personal redemption. The point totals heading into the final. Considering Ralph Jarrett is second in points, I would say that is a problem. When you look at what Matthew Tkachuk, and yes, he has missed 3 games, but when you look at what he and Matt Duchesne did in the postseason last year to help us win the Cup, compared to what they have done now, I am amazed that we are here. I am absolutely amazed that we are here. And honestly, I might scratch Tarasov. I might scratch Tarasov for Richard Bukarts. But it's incredible that we are here with so many of our big-name players that won us the Cup last year underperforming to the extent that they are. And really quickly, let me look here. I think I am going to scratch Tarasov. You know, we gave him a pretty big chance this year, and so far he's done nothing but let us down. So I am going to give Richard Bukarts the chance. I could call up Rodrigo Abols or Jaden Deschanel as well. But for now, we will give Bukarts the chance. So let's take a look. Before we get into our first game, let's take a look at what the Blues bring to the table this year. It is crazy. We are back. Like, I'm still not over the Carolina series, basically. I am still not over the Carolina series where I thought for sure we were dead in the water, and then we somehow came back to win it. And then to beat Washington and Toronto in 5 games each is absurd. But we know a certain something about St. Louis here. And that was the risk with the Jaden Schwartz trade. We all know what's coming. We all know what's coming. 94 offense, 87 defense, 89 goaltending. But they have 2 players on their team that will certainly be looking for revenge. Top line is Nikolai Ehlers, who has 10 points in this postseason. I'm missing him right about now in that 90 poise rating. But again, we had to do it because we had to make sure we could keep Seth Jones. He is with Barbashev, their top line center, 8 points so far. And then Vladimir Tarasenko, 11 up to this point. That is obviously a very dangerous top line. Second line is Robbie Fabry, 11 points with Paul Stastny, 6 points. And Stan Kaigorodov with 9 points. I said 8 there because I was just thinking, like, my God, Kaigorodov's going to have like 28 points. Kaigorodov and Ehlers. We made their lineup a little bit stronger. Jaden Schwartz helped us win the division title but he hasn't gotten it done in these playoffs. Dmitry Yaskin has certainly gotten it done in this playoffs. 5 goals and 8 assists. Jori Lehtera with 9 points and Ty Rattie with 9 points. And the fourth line is Nicholas Poulin with 7 points. 5 points for Jordan Kyrou. Again, someone who is very underrated. He should have a higher overall. And Matt Calvert, a former member of this organization, with 5 points. And a true hero with what he did in Columbus's real game not too long ago. That's a dangerous team, man. That is. Offensively, we could have trouble. Defensively, top pairing is Jake Gardner with Colton Parayko. Not bad. Tommy Vanelli with Jordan Schmaltz. Not too bad. And then Vince Dunn with Johannes Johansson. What a fucking name that is. On paper, are we better? Yes. But when you have an 87 overall goalie named Evan Fitzpatrick in there, it's not a guarantee. He has a .927 save percentage. And perhaps most importantly, as we see now, Kevin Shattenkirk is currently injured. That would probably explain why Johansson is in there. We'll have to see how long he's out for. I am so worried, so goddamn worried about Ehlers and Kaigorodov. But when we made the trade, we knew this was a possibility. Moves like that have come back and haunted us in the past. Hopefully, it doesn't this time out. I do want to see, though, how long Kevin Shattenkirk is injured for. And Kevin Shattenkirk is out for this entire series. A fractured jaw, not back until June 15th. So our starting goalie's out, and the anchor of their defense, and arguably their best player outside of Tarasenko, is out. I'm not going to stall anymore, guys. It is time. Game 1 on home ice against the St. Louis Blues. Let's do this. We need certain players to step up, and that's the only way. That is the only way. First period, oh my God. Robbie Fabry with 2 goals. Yaskin scored 24 seconds after Fabry's second. Was that worst case scenario? I think it was. Down 3-0 at the end of the first period. Second period, can we turn it around? Velarde gets a goal, and we stop the bleeding, so we have a chance heading into the third period, but we are down 3-1 after a terrible, terrible start. Power play for St. Louis. Another St. Louis goal ends this game. We have a power play. A goal here could really help turn it around. That's not going to happen, and Johansson scores. That'll do it. And we are going to drop game 1. Velarde gets a second goal. I appreciate the effort. But in the end, it's not going to matter. Robbie Fabry gets the hat trick. It wasn't even an empty net goal. And we drop game 1 by the score of 5-2 on home ice. 4 points for Robbie Fabry in that game. That is the worst possible start, I would say. I don't know if it can get much worse than that. Game 2, though, we can bounce back. It's only one game. We still have time, but if we fall down 0-2, we are in major trouble. First period, and that is much, much better. Matthew Tkachuk and Alvin Dahlman with the goals, and we're up 2-0 at the end of the first period. Not bad. Second period, though, is major. Can we add to that lead or at least hold on to it? And we can. We held on to it. So third period, we're up by 2. I'm nervous as shit. But maybe, just maybe, we can hold on here. Just maybe. Halfway through the third period, we're on the home stretch. Can Ty Edmonds and the Nordiques hold on to tie this series up at 1 game apiece? And yes, they can. That scares me because that's exactly what Toronto did to us. A 2-0 shutout in game 2. But I'll take it. I will take it. And the Nords have tied this series. 26 save shutout for Ty Edmonds. Matthew Tkachuk with the game-winning goal. A solid performance as well. Very solid from Evan Fitzpatrick. But we have tied this series up at 1 game apiece. Advantage St. Louis, though. Despite us winning that last game, advantage goes to St. Louis. They have neutralized our home ice advantage. We head down to Missouri for Game 3. An so important Game 3. Oh, shit. I believe in Ty Edmonds, but Matt Duchene, Laine, Puljujarvi, Jaden Schwartz, maybe, need to step up. First period, oh my God. Okay, it's not as bad as it looked at first. Passy Hall gets the opening goal 50 seconds into it. But then Paul Stastny scores 59 seconds later, and then with 35 seconds left in the period, Barbashev gives St. Louis the lead. 2 goals on 6 shots after a shutout from Edmonds is scary as hell. Second period, can we turn it around? It is scoreless. All right, third period here. Down by a goal. We need somebody to step up, and we cannot afford to give up another goal. Come on, boys. Power play for St. Louis. We're able to kill it. We get a power play ourselves. Please score. No, we can't. Damn it. 5 minutes to go. Come on. Somebody. Anybody. Please. Damn it. Yuri Laterra with the empty netter. And the Blues bounce back. I said that right? The Blues bounce back. That was weird. We lost Game 3. Evan Fitzpatrick with 20 saves. And the Blues take a 2-1 series lead. Again, not ideal. Not ideal. I'm going to take a look at the lineup, though. So disappointed in so many players right now that it's not even funny. Let's see here. Tkachuk, 8 points. Litzer, 6 points. Puljujarvi, Dahlman, Stenlund, Laine, and Schwartz and Duchene have just been so goddamn quiet. It is infuriating. But I got to give them a chance. I have to give them a chance. I'm going to take the risk for this next game and go back with our main lineups. And we'll see if we can get the win here. We will see if our team can band together and get the win. Because if we fall down 3-1 to St. Louis, I don't think we can come back. This is every game in a cup final is a must-win. This is absolutely a must-win. Game 4 in St. Louis. Let's do this. Come on, boys. I believe in you. You can do this. First period, we are scoreless. Second period, I'm begging one of our big names to score. He did. It was Matthew Tkachuk, but Ty Ratty scored 58 seconds into the period. Tkachuk tied it, and then Paul Stastny gives St. Louis the lead. Once again, we are down 2-1 heading into the third period. Oh, my God. Come on, boys. Power play. Please, please score on this fucking power play. Oh, my God. My God. And Matt Calvert on the fourth line. Paquin Boudreau gets it right back. Come on. 4 minutes left. Please, somebody. Isaac Lutzer. Thank you, God. With a minute and 41 seconds to go. Holy shit, man. I thought we were done. And we still might be. Holy shit. Down 2-1 heading into the third. Calvert makes it 3-1. Paquin Boudreau scores 57 seconds later. And then with 1:41 on the clock, Lutzer beats Evan Fitzpatrick. We're out shooting them 41-29. Next goal wins it. Let's do this. Come on, boys. Come on. Power play, please. Please. Come on. There's with this fucking power play unit and then Ehlers. I knew it. Nikolai Ehlers gets the game winner, and we are down 3-1 in this series to the Blues. 42 saves for Fitzpatrick. I meant to look at the fucking penalties and the power plays, but God damn it. God damn it. We go back home for Game 5, but we are down 3-1. And this isn't going to go our way. And in a way, I blame this fucking game because Ty Edmonds has been great with a .938 save percentage. But if we have Joonas Korpisalo, we're good to go. Jaden Schwartz can fuck off with his 5 points. I get it. You guys questioned that trade at the time, and I understand it. He had a great end of the postseason. What was it, 20 points in 23 games or 23 points in 20 games? He's fallen apart in the playoffs. Oh, my God. And now our backs are absolutely against the wall here. Jaden Schwartz is absolutely getting bumped down to the third line. Oh, my God. I don't know what to do. I do not know what to do. Duchesne's getting bumped down again. We'll have Puljujärvi up top. So hold on. 9 points for Tkachuk, 8 for Lutzer, 13, 10 for Dahlman. And Tkachuk has missed some time in fairness, so we'll leave him up on top. Stenlund with 8 points, 11 for Laine. Velarde has 7 points. Oh, I just can't begin to explain the frustration level right now with Matt Duchene and Jaden Schwartz. Like, their shortcomings have absolutely killed us in this postseason. I mean, it's at the point where I'm having Kevin Stenlund, who has 8 points, despite missing time with injury. Kevin Stenlund's been injured, and he has more points than Matt Duchene. That's horrific. Defensively, Chychrun just has not been great at all. God damn it. I'm going to put Jones with Savard. And we'll put Carlson with Chychrun to try and boost up. I'm going to go Jones, Chychrun, Carlson, Savard. Because I trust Jones to be able to help Chychrun out more defensively. Carlson might make that worse. I'm just grasping for straws at this point, guys. I'm just trying to think of whatever the hell I can to get this team to actually win a goddamn game, which apparently is much more difficult than one would have guessed. Puljujärvi and Laine are both in. Alright, so we're going to want Tkachuk over here. We need a different lefty in for Schwartz, so that'll be Alvin Dahlman who gets put in. Going to take Duchene off the top power play line because he's been useless. We will have Carlson with Jarrett, Jones, and then we could have a lefty here. We could have a lefty here. You know what? We'll put Jaden Schwartz back in over here. Oh my God. I'm stalling at this point because I know what's coming. We're not winning 3 straight games against St. Louis. There's no way. Like I said, I'm pissed at certain players for underperforming. I'm pissed at the game for robbing us of Korpisalo, even though goaltending really hasn't been the issue. It's Game 5 in St. Louis. Or on home ice, excuse me. Jesus. Might as well be in St. Louis. First period, we have to win. And we are scoreless. Second period, Poulin gets the opening goal. And we are 20 minutes away from being eliminated. And from St. Louis, Stastny the goal. 14 minutes away from St. Louis getting their own redemption and raising the Stanley Cup on our home ice. A power play. 6 minutes, boys. It's over. Gabe Vilardi gets a goal. We have a chance. A minute and a half to go. We have a power play. And we fall just short. Like I said, boys, we got our redemption against Toronto. But in the end, the St. Louis Blues get the ultimate redemption. And the St. Louis Blues win the Stanley Cup in 5 games. So many conflicting feelings right now. Truly, so many conflicting emotions about how that just went down. From the Korpisalo re-injury for no reason. I just want to make sure the Calder Cup playoffs are over. And they are. The Bridgeport Sound Tigers, the Islanders minor league team, wins the Calder Cup. We could be facing very big changes in the upcoming offseason. Certain underperforming players may just very well be on their way out. But we look at the final tally. Puljujarvi 13 points, Carlson and Ralph Jarrett. Ralph Jarrett had 12 points. Matt Duchene had 7. Jaden Schwartz had 6. They had 1 more point combined than Ralph Jarrett. And for Matt Duchene, and we'll look at what he did in last year's postseason, 24 points in 21 games. 7 points in 22 games. Shooting 2%. He is... I'm sorry, man. That is on... This... Losing the cup. I was surprised we made it to the finals. Losing is on the back of Duchene and Jaden Schwartz. And I don't know if I can keep either of them here. We have some draft picks to work with. Rather than trading up, maybe we trade away. And get rid of some players that underperformed. And like I said, in the end, Jaden Schwartz trade was a loss. It looked good heading into the playoffs, but Ehlers and Kaigorodov just won their second consecutive cup. So, congrats to them. But there you see it. St. Louis wins the cup. We'll look at the player awards really quick. The Art Ross goes to Patrick Kane for the 3rd time in 5 years. The Hart Trophy also goes to Kane. PK Subban wins the Norris. Kane wins the Lady Byng. Andrew Lindros on Boston gets the Calder. Evan Fitzpatrick wins the Conn Smythe, which I cannot disagree with. It's gone to a goalie for the last 5 years. Philip Gustafson in Chicago wins the Vezina. Korpisalo won the Jennings for the 2nd straight year. The fewest goals scored against a team. Or fewest goals against a goalkeeper with a minimum of 25 games played. It would have been a different series if Korpisalo was there. I am sure of it. And like I said, no matter how much I wanted to restart that Toronto series, this team still could have gotten it done with Ty Edmonds in goal. They just didn't. Victor Bartley wins the Masterton. Monahan, his first Selke. Kane wins the Lindsay. And the Rocket Richard. In the AHL, did we take home any hardware? I doubt it, to be honest, because of the changes we made. And yeah, no hardware for us in the AHL. So that is it, guys. Season 6 ends with tremendous disappointment as we fall in the Cup final to St. Louis in 5 games. As I said, this team could be very, very different. Very different as we move forward. But we will see what happens in the next episode. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching and supporting this series. And I will see you in the next one as we move into Season 7. We still have Season 7, 8, 9, and 10. 4 seasons left with the Nordiques. And I can only hope that we can win at least one more cup. I thought this year was the year, but it wasn't. So we start anew in the next episode. As always, support the channel and the video in any way you deem necessary, and I will see you guys next time.